Welcome back, my friends and fellow gamers. We're back today in Hellion once again, and as you can see up in the top right corner, we're on iteration J of the 0.2.8 build. So again, we have to go through all the rigmarole of a restart. So I may edit out large chunks of this because it's just the same standard stuff that you've seen all over again. And bear with me here, I've been modifying and tweaking my visual settings for this game because it does tend to tax my machine pretty heavily to run this, which is unfortunate. So I have to sort of try to balance things out. Gosh, I got a lot of starting stuff here. Take that. Take that warp cell. Close that up. I think they might. Wow. I think they might be more generous with the starting spawn equipment, maybe. The helmet back up. Ammunition. Nothing there. Okay, so let's go ahead and start working our way through here. Obviously, we're going to lose gravity in the next room here. Oh, that's not good. Let's turn it out. Okay, let's repair this as quickly as we can. Although I don't think we're going to have enough to do the whole job. Okay, we were. Alright. So let's go ahead and... Oh, that's damaged too. Oh. Alright, let's double check everything here. Okay, all those systems are good. Put that away. And let's throw this guy in here. Did we get any other parts to start with? Okay, nothing there. Nothing there. Let's go ahead and fire up the power. So we'll deploy that. A third med kit. That is outstanding. Okay, power is on, lights are on. Let's go ahead and recharge you. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, so that'll at least get me a decent amount of charge. So take that, leave those where they are. Let's go ahead and change this to our spawn point. And, you know what, I want to drop all these guys off here because I don't think I'm going to need them right now. Alright, now I do have one problem with their setup is that in a lot of these drawers, like the individual spots don't quite line up, so you end up trying to place things that you can't actually get where they need to be. It's a minor annoyance, but it's enough to bug me. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do our usual. We'll grab the wall here and get blown out into space. Okay. Let's go ahead and get over to the airlock and get that attached. Oh, that's not good. She's depressurized, and it's a good thing she is, because you never like it when something's sparking. So let's get in here and repair this right away. Okay. That looks like what it'll be enough. Alright, so let's go ahead. Oh wait, there was... you know, I'm not going to worry about it. There was stuff there, but let's put that in the 2 slot. Let's go ahead and... Oh, God, I am so terrible at frickin' EVA. You would think that I would get better at this, but the answer is still no. Okay, so standard port. Tiny nudge up. And set our closing speed at 6. So down and locked on. Okay. Still haven't lost the touch. Been a while since I've played, but I'm trying to make my way through this game. Okay, and there's our new little ship, the Steropez. Steropez. I can never say it right. It's like I keep wanting to call it like the Stereo Bees, but there's no extra E in there, so Steropez. Stirrups. Stirrups. Like maybe like stirrups like on a horse, maybe? She does not appear to be in a bad condition, so we're gonna go ahead and... Oh, I'm getting the hang of the EVA a little bit better here. Okay, depressurize that. And so they've made a lot of changes to this, which I haven't shown in my previous videos, which I think we're back in version 0.2.8G. They did not have... Oh shoot! Debris! Get in! Okay. Close the editor. They did not have a solar panel system on the stirrups, and they did not have a... they had an oxygen generator, but that's no longer the case. They now have an actual way of generating power on these, which is, I believe, a very weak a very weak power plant, or not power plant, but a weak... Okay, so let's claim this ship. Let's change the name to... we'll call it the Pony. Alright. And now, what was that button? Oh, distress beacon. Undock. Okay. I never saw that distress beacon button there before. I knew it had to be there somewhere because every ship has a distress beacon. But you'll see that this wasn't here last time, so now it has a solar panel system that we can use to start it charging, so that we don't have that same... And you'll see here, this is completely changed because it now has an air filter but no air creation system. So it's still very much dependent on the primary station as its sort of lifeblood for existence, but it's no longer a complete mess. So we're going to go ahead and park over the top here. Yeah, we're taking hits, but we haven't actually lost any HP, which is good. Okay, and 0 our vertical, or as best I can. And well, let's go ahead and go to number 3 for docking. And as we slowly come sliding over the top here. Let's go ahead and reposition ourselves here. Alright, and orientation is good. Alright, so let's lock that down there. Perfect. I think this is going to be probably my most textbook docking ever, because that was just a perfect little lineup here. And locked on. Let's go ahead and get out of the chair here. Oops. That was not my plan. There we go. Alright, we're out of the debris storm, which is good. I'm going to go ahead and let's close up these doors here, because in the case of an accidental venting, I want to make sure that this thing is as closed up as possible. Depressurize. Of course, we've got this all going now here. And again, for those of you who haven't played before, you can keep your... wait. You can keep your mask. I forgot to open my mask. I've been breathing my oxygen that whole time. That is going to be a problem. Yeah, I've used up half of my oxygen. That is not okay. But this gives us the opportunity to go ahead and now raid this derelict. And again, these derelicts are much more now than they used to be. They used to be, oh, they'd spawn an item or two, but they really weren't worth your time. But now they spawn a lot of the salvage and stuff that you need for like long-term survival. They absolutely become a necessity for you because of the fact that you can't produce certain materials without going and finding the scrap necessary to turn back into something useful. Let's turn our lights on. I love that they did the suit has lights and everything, and we'll take that. Oh, hell yeah. I'll take those. 2 of them? Okay. Stabilize ourselves, grab a bulkhead. Anything up over here? Now I saw something over on the other side. I just wanted to see if there's anything over here first. And I keep hitting shift to stabilize myself, which is basically grabbing onto the bulkhead and using the RCS systems to keep myself from pitching anymore. So I've got a lot of extra bonus helmets basically at this point, but not a lot of extra suits, which is kind of scary. Alright, so we're going to go and we're going to get on the life support here and tell our station to Actually, we're not even going to bother with that yet. We're going to get the ship, and we're going to... Okay, lights off. We're going to move our station now, because while we're sitting here and waiting, we could run through another debris storm, and that would be less than ideal. The sooner that we can minimize that, the better. Plus, we're vulnerable here because the new build has drawn some of the testing people back, and so we have a fairly high population on this server. So I don't want to draw any more attention than I absolutely have to. So the first part of that is that we need to quickly take a quick scan around. Let's run a scan real quick. Okay, there's a civilian supply post. What do we got here? We've got a derelict, and a bunch of derelicts there. Derelict. There's an outpost there. That's somebody's outpost. Okay, and then we've got derelict and a cluster of derelicts. So, like always, I'm going to get the 2 refineries. Like always, I'm going to advocate for a sharp departure from the standard orbit. We're going to roll this on its side, spin it round, and then we need to expand it large enough to not cross or be messed with by any of the other orbits. So let's bring our periapsis out. I kind of wish I could do like an oblong orbit, like bring in the sides a little bit, but I don't think that that's strictly possible. So let's roll this way here, because that puts me really close to Burner's orbit. Does that put me into Burner? Yeah, it does. It means that Burner could effectively hurt me. So let's get outside of Burner's sphere of influence. Okay, so we're gonna have to turn it this way, because if we don't, there's a fairly good chance that Burner could really get us, and then we would have a problem. So, and I'm setting it off at this odd angle just because I don't want people to find me. And that really is what it comes down to, is that if you're in a predictable orbit, like I usually do the vertical one, people who've watched my channel, watched my shows, they'll know to look for me in that orbit. So as soon as they see me on the player list, I'm a target, and I know I'm going to be a target. So let's go ahead and do this, because this will okay, let's try to warp to that. Okay, so set that to stage 2. Power consumption is 75k. Initialize. Alright, let's turn the ship. Alright. We are aligned and ready. So now we just need for the jump to happen. And I don't have a listing of when that's going to happen. Oh wait, there it is. Done. It's 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. We got a 4-minute warp. In the meantime, let's go ahead and run through the ship. And let's check what we actually have here, which is a whole lot of nothing. Most of the stuff that we'll have to grab will come from inside our station, as we are capable. First order of business, though. God, I wish I could set these doors to auto-close. Just... So first order of business is let's go ahead and get these guys plugged in. Now, I've read some information that this ship is supposed to be more efficient than the standard ship, which is cool. I just don't know if it will actually help or not. Ooh. Oh, sorry about that. So between the solar panels from the main station and my solar panels, we're generating enough power to keep us going, which is good. Actually, let's go ahead and put this guy right there. So now we have a fire extinguisher if we need it. Take our spare helmet and add it there, so we almost have an extra suit. No equipment there. We do have the ammunition and one extra fuel cell. Okay, so let's put the fuel cell here, and let's put the, oh wait, we still got this guy too. So a resource can. So that's what I mean right there. You know, you point at the area where you want to put it, but it just throws it somewhere else, and that doesn't sound like a big problem, but like that becomes a real big problem with these drawers when you're trying to put, say, one of these in a very specific spot, and you end up accidentally clicking on one that's landed in a spot that you didn't want it to, and suddenly, you know, you're having trouble actually putting everything that you need in the spaces. So it's really, really frustrating. I wish they would give like a highlighting thing and actually let you select which spot you're putting it in, because otherwise it's a big cluster mess. That reminds me, did we get a gun? No firearms for us. Okay, what's our ETA here? Oh, 25 seconds. Okay, so not that bad. Like normal, this is the usual start that you will experience with the game. And as soon as we come out of warp, we're going to go ahead and actually we're going to go ahead and get in the airlock and stand by for this. Alright, we have touched down in our new orbit. We're going to close the inner door and begin depressurizing. Because we still need to go... Oh, shoot, wait. Stop. Repressurize. I forgot. We need to go ahead and go to the life support here and tell the main station to power up its oxygen generator so that we can generate enough air to actually have something in the tank Oh yeah, I wanted to tell it to go ahead and pressurize this corridor here, which takes 81. So we're going to give that a minute to process here. Yeah, I should have done this when we were in warp so that it would be ready by the time we got here. But I'm not always on top of my game. Alright, so we'll start pressurizing that one. And that's also causing the prep room to start pressurizing, which means that the door, the bulkhead between those two is still open. Which I really should have shut it, but I didn't. And then we'll need at least a reserve of 80 or so to get it to allow us to pressurize into the station for the airlock. Pardon me while I take a sip of my drink. I actually got what I consider to be a really cool compliment the other day. Somebody said I have a bit of like a Bob Ross kind of sound for the way I do my videos, and I honestly think that that's pretty cool because Bob Ross was awesome. I guess that shows me to be an old person, but I don't care. Okay, and come on, give me my 80. There we go. With a little bit left to spare, turn on the filters so that we don't die. Alright, so I'll turn that one off. What's our air quality in here? Doesn't show. But it's 94, so not too worried at the moment. So, okay, now close the inner door, depressurize. And then deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Calm yourself, sir. Have it on. You are being hunted, sir. That's such a good game. I'll have to pick it up. A friend of mine let me play it, and I was just about hooked. Alright. Doesn't look like there's any exterior damage to our station all that much, so I think we probably lucked out in that regard. But let's get in here. Let's get our open the outer door. That's us here. Get in. Close the outer door and pressurize. All right. All right, let's go through and check for all of our resources here. So no suits. We got a battery and 2 of those, and a pistol. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. We have at least the means of self-defense. Check you. Nothing in there. All right. What's our air quality in here? 99. Now they may have changed it so that the station here is now the point in fact or de facto place for. Oh, that's a problem. Put that there. Okay. That this is now the de facto set up. Oh, hey, another battery. It's just raining these little suckers all over the place, isn't it? Anything in here? Nope. Okay. Alright, so crew quarters are secure. We are ready to proceed. Let's go ahead and shut that down. Alright, that gives us a pretty good setup, so now we can grab these guys and start unloading what they have. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and I can put these on the ship. And that should take care of things. Oh, my heart hurts really bad. Oh. I don't know if you guys heard that, but my whole shoulder just popped. I'm an old, grumpy ass man. Nope. Not gonna do it. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot my ammo. There's no point in having a pistol if you're not going to carry any bullets for it. Isn't that right, Sheriff? Well, I reckon it is. Alright. So now, this time around, going and doing a raid to the fuel factories might not be in our best benefit because it's highly much more dangerous for us. So we're at a wide enough orbit now. Let's go ahead and load the pistol. There we go. Thank you very much. Put that away. Okay, so we got 2 cans that we're going to take over to the ship. I got 1 extra thing of ammo and 2 of these guys. Let's recalibrate these. I don't like the baseline that they give you, because it's never ever enough oxygen. Not by my standards, because you don't tend to use that much EVA fuel. But you almost always chew through your oxygen, you know. And so that means you need to constantly have a good supply of oxygen, and having 4.5 is basically almost half a tank of your oxygen, so you can just drop as much oxygen as you need. No, I said 1.5. No, I said 1.5. And then 0.5 nitro. Because you only have 3 nitro in your pack, so just putting these 2 in would give you a third of a tank of RCS fuel and 9 out of 10, so 90% of a tank for your oxygen. While we're at it, we're going to go ahead and recharge our pack as well. So that's full oxygen and full nitro. See, even with all of that, still didn't use it that much. Let's see how these ones are doing. They're not full, but they'll do. Now, one of the things I'm sure that they're going to fix at some point here is that they're going to make the rescue ship, the Stereopas, which I think is personally the way it should be. So let's go ahead and close the inner door and begin depressurizing. Sorry. Alright, so let's go ahead and close the door. Now this thing's got an a solar panel open now, so we need to see where that is. Oh, there it is. It's right on the top there. It's just inlaid. And we do have a catalyst in, which is nice. Okay. So that's a... Ooh, shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. That was damage. Go away, damage. Stay away from my ship. Gotta be vigilant of this stuff. Not taking care of your station can get you killed. Alright, let's get into our station here. Put that away. Kind of missed the door frame there. I was hoping to grab that. Close the outer door, pressurize. Alrighty. And 0.5 breathable. Alright. And now we are through. So I'm going to go ahead and save and post this bad boy up. And hopefully we will be able to get things going and decide what we're going to do from this point forward. Because I have a few choices ahead of me, none of which are all that great, but we need to decide if we're going to go after the fuel stations or if we are going to go after something else. Until next time, I hope you've enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. I have not forgotten about the fact that we have gone over 100 subscribers. I am working on a very, very special project, but it is taking a lot of time because I am trying to set up something that will allow for you, my subscribers, to, in a completely different game from this, be able to get involved without like having a commitment of going in and playing a game with me. Instead, it'll be sort of a, you'll get to interact on your own terms sort of deal. And it will be a lot of, I hope that it will be a lot of fun and that everybody will enjoy it. But we'll go ahead and cover that when I actually finish working on it, which has taken a lot of time. So until next time, I'm Wrath, and I'll catch you on the flip side.